your mind.
Everyone craves confidence, and those who possess it have little trouble recognizing it in others. However, when it comes to generating our own enthusiasm, it can feel like an impossible undertaking to do. The good news is that this confidence isn't hard to come by, despite how elusive it may feel. Here are 10 tips for building confidence to get what you want. Number 1. Take a list of everything you've already accomplished. If you believe you haven't accomplished anything, you quickly lose confidence in yourself. Create a list of all the accomplishments you've had in your life that you're pleased with, such as receiving a good grade on a test or becoming proficient at surfing. Maintain close proximity to this list and add it anytime you accomplish anything that satisfies you. When feeling insecure about yourself, please take out this list and use it to remind yourself of all the fantastic things you've accomplished in the past. Number 2. Brag about yourself to others. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not worthy, you will never feel confident as long as the critical voice is in your head. Consider how the way you talk to yourself could be influencing your self-confidence and how you could change it. Be as kind to yourself as you would be to your closest friend and encourage yourself wherever you can. Number 3. Recognize the physical sensations associated with self-confidence. Please spend some time getting to know how self-assurance manifests itself physically in your body. The question, how will you know that you've reached a suitable degree of self-confidence, is an excellent pose for someone. At work, you might start to speak up more. You may wear the clothing you've been pinning for all this time. You could even make a pass at your crush while you're at the shared office. This will be different from person to person. Thus, it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. This is your individual level of self-assurance being measured. Number 4. Have a mentality that is open to growth. A growth mindset is one in which you remain open to the prospect of personal development and pushes you to look beyond your current level of expertise and knowledge. Simply by appending the word "yet" to terms such as "I am not confident," one can change an outdated mindset into the more accurate statement, "I am not confident yet." This provides the caveat that you are currently acquiring the abilities necessary to become confident. Number 5. Get a hobby. Make an effort to discover a subject about which you feel incredibly passionate. It could be anything from photography, sports, knitting, or even something completely different. When you've identified what drives you, make a pact with yourself to give that pursuit a shot. Suppose you are interested in or intensely love a particular activity. In that case, you will be more driven to improve your skills, which will happen more rapidly. Number 6. Surround yourself with people who share your values and perspectives. According to the research findings, our perceptions of ourselves are typically erroneous. You cannot generate a more accurate sense of self-confidence through internal reflection alone, regardless of whether you tend to underestimate or overestimate your talents. To bolster your self-assurance, you should engage in activities such as your hobbies and the company of other people. It is essential to create a purposeful setting that is conducive to the growth of our emerging confidence. Talk about it with a few close friends working on improving themselves and share your experiences with them. Find local resources such as therapists, coaches, podcasts, blogs, and books that can assist you in constructing a solid basis for your newfound self-assurance. Number 7. Set some goals. Create some objectives for yourselves and then map out the actions that will get you there. Baking a cake or organizing a get-together with friends can also count as accomplishing little goals, so don't feel pressure to set lofty ambitions for yourself. Set your sights on a few manageable goals you can cross off a list once you've accomplished them. This will make you feel more confident in getting things done. Number 8. Try maintaining direct gaze contact. Making eye contact can feel awkward for people unsure how to project an air of confidence in social situations. Like making changes to your body's physiology, you need to do it. Confidence will come when you've taken the necessary steps. When you meet new people, one of the simplest methods to exude confidence is to connect with them and show that you are confident by making eye contact with them. This can also improve connections over the long run. Follow the rule of 80-20, which states that you should look someone in the eye 80% of the time, but you should divert your attention to something else 20% of the time. This will prevent you from appearing overly intense or making the other person uncomfortable. Number 9. Be open to communicating openly. Being vulnerable among new people and unfamiliar environments may be a nerve-wracking experience. Do not be scared to let yourself open up as you are expanding your knowledge and moving outside your comfort zone. In fact, you should embrace this opportunity. Maintain awareness of the here and now in terms of location and activity. You can acknowledge your fears and concerns as you mature. Still, it would be best if you didn't let it stop you from trying new things or putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Number 10. Realize that your thoughts, feelings, and experiences are only fleeting. The beginning, the middle, and the end are all parts of the emotional cycle. Even though feelings can feel overwhelming right now, it's important to remember that they are only fleeting. At their most fundamental level, emotions are the body's responses to stimuli that come from the surrounding environment. You might feel an acute sting of tension if the Wi-Fi in your home suddenly stops working before you have to give a presentation at work. If your sister sends you a package out of the blue, you might feel happy when you open it. If your ex sends you a text, you can suddenly experience intense melancholy when you read it. Number of the triggers and the feelings that go along with them, you can use both as data points to guide your next course of action. In terms of self-assurance, any feeling such as worry, stress, or fear preventing you from taking actions is merely a phase that will pass sooner or later. After it has died down a bit, you'll be able to proceed with your following step. A proverb advises people to feel the dread and do it anyway. We hope that this list will help you build the confidence that you need to interact openly in social situations. If you think that you can add to this list, let us know in the comment section below.